Oh yeah, how is it going, everyone? Marriland here, and there's a giant flying space potato! Oh man, yeah, it's time for more Final Fantasy V for Job Fiesta. It's Fiesta time! And yeah, last time I ended up getting my second job, and it's Berserker! Oh man, that's gonna be nuts with Monk. Absolutely nuts. Is the stream actually live? Is it connected? My preview isn't showing it, so... yeah, we're good. Okay, it was just Twitch not, you know, working. Surprise! When has that ever happened before? Oh, man. Alright, so yeah, last time, we ended up making some pretty good progress. Got the first 2 jobs, which is cool. Going cryo. Alright. But this time we must continue. So, as with last time, I am raising money for Color of Change, a wonderful non-profit that is fighting for helping with racial injustice towards the black community, and by all sorts of different means. It's a pretty nice organization. Definitely recommend checking it out. You can find out more about that by typing !cause in the chat. That'll take you to their About page, or brief description. Find out a bunch more there. But yeah, we raised $209 yesterday. That is insane. It feels so good to be able to help with that. Hey, thanks so much, Fire Puppo, for the 3 months saying hi, everyone. Well, thank you so much for the 3 months. Really do appreciate that. Alright. How's it going, Ronnie Man? Alright, so let's get to work here. Yeah, so I was playing around with this Berserker class. We just got at the very end. It's gonna be crazy. Oh man, but you know what? I was thinking about it. It's actually not gonna be too bad, but the other thing about getting Berserker here is it means I have no way to break rods, as it's called. I have no, like, magic users that can use or equip rods and then break them. That was something I'd done in the past 2 runs, I believe, and it's very useful, so that'll definitely change a lot of the strategies going forward here. Okay, so... I need to go to the Fire Crystal now. We're gonna have a big grinding session, because that is a problem. There are 2 boss fights that should be a little bit of a pain with Monk and particularly Berserker, so I'm gonna try to do some leveling up. Monks get more powerful when they gain levels. That's how the damage formula works. Oh, right, you know what? I think I need to investigate the meteorite, the giant potato, that's right. How's it going, Twin Tiger? How's it going, Shiny Misty? Alright, so we gotta go back to that flying space potato. It's over here. Hey, it's open now. There's a hole in my potato! No! Where did that come from? Teleporting potatoes. But!
No!
Yo! Watson, thanks so much for the $20 saying... Or actually, hold on, where is it? Where did all my alerts go? There they are. Fresh? Oh, no comment. Alright, that's all good. For the hat? I just see it now, so it does work. Doesn't matter. Okay, well, I'm gonna wear a hat. Which is great. What is a good hat to wear? You know what? I could put Bidoof on. Let's try something new out. I'm gonna go get something new here. I'll be right back. I heard you like mudkips and bulky water types, Watson. Oh, there we go. That'll do. Gee, I wonder why I'm wearing a mudkip hat. Hoeing starters. I don't know. No reason, right? Oh man, thanks so much for the 20. Off to a great start already. Butts on the screen. Did he make it? Did he warp? How's it going, Yanni? How's it going, K-Main? We won't know until we try. The mudkip hat is pretty great. Only 2 weeks away. Yeah. Do you want to talk about it here? Like, are you certain on it? Cause I could give you a little bit of promo. This all looks really familiar. The soldier in that tower knew me. Who am I? Yeah, Gallup, he's kind of having some stuff come about. Like, just imagine you have amnesia and then, like, people are referring to you as, Lord Gallup. Like, what? This game looks a little bit like Pokemon back in the Red and Blue days. Yeah, I really remember Red and Blue looking this colorful. They were. It does look more like a Game Boy Advance game because I'm playing it on a Game Boy Advance. It was originally for the SNES. It's gonna happen for sure. Alright. Well, yeah, I'm not gonna be partaking myself, but Groose and Watson, they are gonna go forward with a sleep lock coming up, like an actual, honest-to-goodness sleep lock without the ability to revive things or any of those shenanigans. No Wonder Deck, nothing crazy. It's gonna be on August 1st, presumably through the 2nd, and it's gonna be on Ruby and Sapphire. So that's gonna be pretty wild. I'm gonna help them with the layout and stuff for that. I'm not gonna be playing myself. I'm kind of burnt out from like Nuzlocke and stuff, but I'll probably stop by and cheer them on and do all that. So that ought to be fun. So definitely be sure to check them out. I'll probably have it hosted on this channel. But that's always a good time. It ought to be neat. Get revenge. Let's see. How's it going, Breezel? How's it going, Koromaru? How's it going, Really Cool Mule? That's a wild name. Oh, good luck with the heart surgery, K-May. Am I more of a controller or keyboard type for Steam games? It totally depends on the game. Totally depends. For some games, I prefer controller. For some games, I definitely prefer keyboard and mouse. Like, usually if it's a 3D game, like, oh, how to put it? Like, kind of like a first-person game, I will prefer a keyboard and mouse. Like Skyrim, for instance. I don't like it as much on controller, but if it's like a platformer, I find that really hard to do. Turtle shells. Ugh, I need that on my old run. I don't really need it so much now, do I? So we have to grind against these dogs for a little while. But thankfully they should be pretty easy to take down. Yeah, I gotta gain some levels. So we gotta go to this town. That ought to be fun. Oh my gosh, that's just so much power, though. Like, these Berserkers, you know, they're not that bad. I think I was kind of overthinking how bad they are. They really aren't that bad. They're different, you know? They're very much a risk. They're very much, you know, just an all or nothing. but they're not bad. Like, what I like about this team is it's a very straightforward team. Like, extremely straightforward, which is really cool. I like that. I mean, I don't really have to worry about weapons. I don't really have to worry about magic. It's basically just, oh, okay, what do I want to do? Do I want to focus or what? Focus or kick? And then Berserker just does its own thing anyway. So that's actually fine. I think that'll work out. What is the easiest Pokemon game to do a wedlock on? Probably Fire Red and Leaf Green. They're really easy games. Dave's Cunning Plan. Thanks so much for subscribing. Really do appreciate that. That is awesome. Alright, so we'll get a little bit of grind done here. I think that's a good idea. Actually, maybe I should get the events in town done first. I don't think I get sent to, like... Well, I do get sent to a dungeon, but not like a dungeon. Alright, Karnak. Those crackpots from the Library of the Ancients saying we should stop using the crystal. They were so bothersome, the queen built a wall to shut them out. Obviously now you can't get to the library anymore. Hey, how's it going, Dan? Thanks to the crystal, it's nothing to make weapons and armor. That's why we don't only have the best quality goods in Karnak, but the best prices, too. Yeah, their prices are nuts. Look at that. It's crazy. Alright, well, I guess I'll buy some mithril armor. You there, Freeze! I just wanted to buy some armor. There they are! They're with the monsters. We saw you all crawl from the meteorite. Don't try to deny it. Yeah, we don't need any weapons. I don't even need to buy rods. Like, there's nothing I can use them for now. I don't have any potential jobs. I was looking at the other jobs. There's none that can use rods, so it's going to be really wild. I think that'll be fine. Alright. Oh, boo-hoo-hoo. I'm caught in here. Let me out! Let me out of here! No! Alright, there we go. Oh, horse feathers. My great escape, and it's another cell. That's the last of my explosives, too. Nuts. Ah, shoot. And we're just laughing, despite being in jail. Oh, you kids think that's funny, do you? It doesn't matter. The name's Sid. What? The same Professor Sid who made those terrible machines to amplify the crystals? Forgive me, that was rude. No, you don't have to apologize. It's the truth after all. I'm to blame for everything. It's been years. One day I found an ancient tome in the Library of the Ancients. It said that thousands of years ago, the crystals held much more power than they do now. So I studied the crystals at Tycoon, Waltz, and Karnak and built machines to enhance them. But I was wrong. Increasing their power output only caused them to shatter. Oh, it's all my fault. But why are you locked up? I was too late to save the crystals in Tycoon and Waltz. Figured I could at least save the one here in Karnak. But when I tried to switch off the machine, they threw me in here. Jerks? So you're on the same boat as us. You're here to protect the crystal? Yep, they asked us to. What? A crystal shard? Who are you people? This is terrible. Oh no, Professor Sid! Uh-oh. What's happened? You were right all along. The crystal's cracked. What? I turned off the amplifier, but the crystal's power output has only increased. The fire-powered ship. Yes, what about it? Most likely, the fire-powered ship is what's leeching power from the crystal. Professor, please, we cannot do this alone. Please help us. Well, he has a new squad ready to help out. I need these kids' help as well. What? They were seen coming out of the meteorite. They're in cahoots with that werewolf. What werewolf? Werewolf, where? If they can't help, I guess I can't either. Alright, Professor. You're willing to help me, right? I'll go ahead to the fire-powered ship. It's not exactly a safe place to be. You get ready and meet me there. I'll be waiting. Alright. Well, that was exciting. Got thrown in jail and already am kind of bailed out. Nice. Okay, yeah, there's a lot of chests around here, but they're all blocked by fire, which kind of stinks. We'll be able to get them in a little bit, though. Yeah, that's going to be an entirely different run for me, because I usually have Thief here. So that's fun. Recently beat Mystery Dungeon Blue Rescue Team's main story. Nice! Alright, wait, how do I get out of here? Oh, I'm still in the basement, that's why. For some reason I was thinking I was in the main floor. Like, I don't know, I felt like I went in the wrong direction here. There we go! So I need to research where the ribbon is. The werewolf! Just in case I get Dancer. Dancer would be really good. Don't let it in! Shoo! Get out of here. We scared him off using some of Professor Sid's explosives, but he'll be back. You can count on it. Wait. I thought he used the last of his explosives. What? Alright, am I healed? No, I'm not. Okay, so we gotta go to the fire-powered ship. Kind of the next dungeon we gotta take on. Oh no! Paris is old! Look at this power! So much power. Alright, so we're gonna grind for a little bit. I think that'll be good. Like, it's not that it's, you know, it's super tough, it's just this isn't really a great team for it, because I think it, like, counters physical attacks and stuff like that. I don't know, the Berserkers are gonna be kinda wild. So, yeah. Okay, well, while we do a little bit of grinding, I think it's good to have a bit of a chat, because there, you know, I'm just gonna let you know in advance for the stream, you know, there may be topics we discuss in regards to race that, you know, might be a little, sensitive for some people, but I think it's important that we talk about it. Like, if you know, you're just gonna turn a blind eye to it, you know, I guess that's what it is, but my hope is we can get the dialogue going, because that's what so much of this, the whole protests and even the riots are kind of about, and this has been something I've wanted to speak up about for a while, but like I said in the last stream, I was scared. I didn't really know how to approach this. I don't like conflict, I really don't. But I think it's important to understand and learn and educate yourself as to A, why everything's happening, and B, what you can do to help. And it's not just, you know, not being part of the problem, it's actively trying to help make things better. So, you know, that being said, we will talk about some of these things here, but I will ask that we try to be respectful, of, other people, other cultures, just everything in general, I think. And use it as an opportunity to learn. I know yesterday I reflected a lot on some of the things I had said during the stream, and I feel it was important to talk about, some of the history of, or not even history, but like the current situation, how, people of color, especially black people, are oppressed, and just due to the color of skin they were born with. It's so wrong, and, like I kind of said yesterday, I will never fully understand that. Like, I just won't. I can't. I was not born black. I can't really relate. What I can do is learn. I can try to understand and try to be mindful of what I can do to make things better. And there's a lot that is really important. But one thing that I was trying to really reflect on yesterday, and, some of the points I was making, some of the things I was saying, and what I realized is I really didn't do a very good job at something in particular. And I fully apologize for this. Like I said at the beginning, this is something that it's a learning experience for me too. I try to think of myself as a good person, as being, very respectful of other races, but something I did yesterday that I reflected on after the stream, and it's something that, it's not like, oh, the worst thing ever, like, oh, wow, but it didn't help the problem. And that was, I was really more talking about everything wrong, all the injustice, and that's important to recognize, but what the kind of line that came to me yesterday after the stream was, it's not pity that people of color, especially black people, are looking for, it's respect. And I feel like what I did yesterday was just try to get people to, see the injustice and all that, which is very important. But that isn't alone how you solve the problem. You have to solve it by treating people of color as equal, as people. It shouldn't be about like, oh, poor them, all this, oh, it feels so bad, oh, it stinks. Like, I don't think I worded it like that, but I also feel that that was kind of the impression that I may have left, and that wasn't really my intention. I think with this whole situation, it's very important to realize that there have been injustices, especially against black people in this country and really around the world, but particularly in America, for hundreds of years now. And that is extremely important to have that context. But that can't and shouldn't be their identity. It shouldn't. In America, they should be viewed as Americans, just as you and I. I mean, it doesn't have to be about different classes. And, you can look back at the history. You can look back at the injustice. You can look at the current injustice. There's a lot of current injustice, but don't always just look at people of color. Look at black people as a victim, as like, oh, poor them. Try to look at them as an equal. That's how I view them, and that's what that's what I feel like when I was reflecting yesterday, what I didn't do a very good job at really relaying. And that's something I want to do better with today and moving forward. My heart was absolutely in the right place. And as I said from the beginning of the stream, there's going to be a lot I will get wrong. There's going to be a lot, I may be insensitive or not have the right words for, or any number of things. Please call me out on it respectfully. I want to learn. I want to be educated. I want to be better. And no one actually called me out on this. It was just me looking at it. It was me trying to analyze, all right, what could I have improved on in that stream? What could I have done better? What would have made a better point? Or what kind of issues did I feel like I didn't do a good job talking about? And I think that's really important to do, to, you know, look at your own words and, you know, what you say and what you do. Because oftentimes there are things in these that you don't even realize. As I mentioned, I've been watching this really great series called Uncomfortable Conversations with a Black Man, hosted by Emmanuel Acho. And he, in his second episode, it was really interesting because he had Matthew McConaughey on. And Matthew McConaughey, he's a really cool dude. Enjoyed several of the movies I've seen him in. But they had a really interesting conversation, and one of the main topics was something called, what was it? White allergies, which basically the concept is, it's oftentimes if you're white, you'll say things that, you know, aren't necessarily meant to be bad, and you might not even realize it, but they have little microaggressions in there, just little flavors of, oh, you know, that's not right. Like, you make assumptions then that, oh, you're stereotyping, if that makes sense. I don't know how much I want to go into that here, but I think that's a really good episode to watch. That's episode 2. And it does explain that. And I think I had some of those white allergies a little bit ago, yesterday, which, again, I don't see myself at all as a racist person. I am absolutely respectful towards all races. And that's something else I wanted to talk about. Something else I was reflecting on. And something that I think is extremely important for me to mention. Right now, this is about Black people. The stream, the charity, but I want to reassure you that isn't all that I care about. You know, I know that there have been a lot of people of all different races that have faced oppression or prejudice or racism, and that's wrong. I absolutely condemn that. I take no part in that. That is not who I am, and I feel just so bad that people have to be treated that way. Like, you know, I feel like I brush it off as, hey, you know, it's not important right now. It absolutely is. And, you know, I didn't want people to think, oh, well, you don't care about, you know, Asians getting discriminated against due to the coronavirus. You know, that's been a big thing. And even before that, there's been a lot of discrimination. I don't want to think of, you know, that being a thing that that isn't important. You know, it is. It's very important. Same with Muslims. You know, I've met many Muslims, and every single one I've met has been absolutely fantastic. Yet there's so much prejudice against them just due to their religion or due to their skin tone. And I think that's very wrong too. I think, again, Native Americans or indigenous people of Canada, Australia, you know, all sorts of places, they get discriminated against so much. They have it so hard too. You know, the list goes on and on. My point yesterday wasn't to diminish all other races, to say, oh, you're not important because you're not Black. That's absolutely not the case. But I recognize that it may have come across that way, and I feel like that isn't right. So I just wanted to be very clear that you are also very important, and you no doubt have gone through struggles as well. But I didn't want to, I don't want to have that just swept under the rug. But just right now, this is the issue that I think is important to focus on. I think that, you know, Black Americans and Black people from all around, you know, they have undergone centuries of terrible discrimination and oppression. Not even just discrimination. I mean, you know what? Just 160, 170 years ago, you could actually own a black person. Own them. And this was common for centuries. Owning a how wrong is that? It's absolutely terrible. So that's what's important to look at here. Every race has had discrimination against them. They've had problems, they've had issues. But right now, focusing on one that's really been held back so much, I think that's important. So, I don't know. Again, it's a very difficult issue. It's a very sensitive issue. There's not an easy answer. Yeah, and Twin Tiger, that's totally fine. I wanted to make sure I had kind of a good response to the all lives matter thing, because a lot of people do say that and not necessarily think of what it actually means, you know? And that's why I was trying to correct you and educate you, not just throw you under the rug. Not just try to be like, oh, how dare you say that? Because I feel like if you're not willing to educate people, if you're not willing to give them a chance to learn, then you're not really gonna help people. If all you're gonna do is just condemn them for something they say rather than educate, I don't think that's the right answer either. So, I don't know. Again, I accept your apology. I would hope that anyone else watching would as well. You know, I understand the sentiment, but I think it's just kind of thinking of the other side with it that's also important. So I don't know what level I want to get up to, by the way. I think like 15. Oh, I'm level 15 right now. Let's get to level 16, just for good measure. I think that'll help. And I still have a lot I want to learn, too. Like, I really do. Yeah, well, again, Twin Tiger, what I would recommend is, you know, use it as a learning moment. Rather than, you know, get defensive, which you haven't, which is good. You know, you're recognizing it. You're seeing, hey, you know, maybe that wasn't the best thing to say. Rather than, oh, well, I'll say it if I want. You know, so many people have that attitude. I don't really think that's right. I think learning is really important. So I don't think it's a mistake if you're willing to learn from it. And I encourage anyone else to as well. Because there's a lot of little things here and there that, you know, can make a difference if you become aware of them. So, yeah. But anyway, I just figured I'd kind of talk about this stuff, kind of let it out. I think it's important. I want to play the game. I absolutely do. That's why I'm trying to save these longer discussions for grinding. And this is a great grinding spot. We'll also get a lot of money from it. But yeah, I want to focus on the positive. I think that's really important. And I have a few different like topics and stuff that I think will be good to kind of talk about. Maybe I'll bring them up. I'd like to do maybe like one kind of topic for each stream, you know, so it's not just dumping everything I have on, you know, a single stream. Because I don't think that really... Okay, here we go. Alright, we're level 16. We did it! We grinded! Hopefully this will be enough. Like, I don't think that's really all that good. Because then, you know, it's like, oh, alright, well, now what do I talk about? But one thing that I was thinking that I think is really good to be mindful of is, you know, what kind of black creators do you watch? Or do you read books from, or, you know, I guess like watch videos or art or anything like that? Because there are a lot of people of color that are very creative and that make really good content. And I think, you know, keeping an eye out for some good recommendations is a great idea. I know for myself, Glitch X City, she is fantastic. Both her personality and her music. You know, she's a wonderful, like, musician. She makes, like, remixes and arrangements of, like, mostly Pokemon, but also a lot of other things. Took you long enough. Just as I suspected, the ship's engine is what's draining the crystal's power. The engine? Yes, if the engine isn't stopped, then quickly the fire crystal will shatter. Will you go? Yes. You can get inside here, but it'll be tough going from here on. The ship's packed with monsters. Good luck, kids. We're counting on you. Yeah, I definitely recommend checking her out. I had the honor of hanging out with her a few times in person, actually. She's just wonderful. But she's super talented, too. Great. Hey, how's it going? F beat them. Agent V is also really cool. I've checked out some of her streams. She does mostly streams and stuff. And she's also really cool. Let's see. For tech, I always get the name mixed up. I think it's Marcus Brownlee? MKBHD. He does a lot of, like, really, really nice kind of tech reviews of things. Really cool dude. Just finished Ghastly Community Day? Nice. Oh man, look at all this HP now, jeez. Am I going to play Pokemon today? Nope. Creepy black dude is your friend that streams? That's a wild name. What kind of stuff does he do? Oh, can I even hit these guys? I seem to recall them, like, countering with blind or something. Mithril Glove. I really should get more silver specs. Should do that. Yeah, that's a good idea. You know what? Why am I not linking to these channels in the chat? Good call there, Elephant. Hey, how's it going, Ephra Bulbasaur? Cube Mudkipat, thanks. Another one I watch on Twitch every now and then is, and I had the pleasure of meeting, he's such a wonderful dude, Data Dave. Dude's awesome. I met him at the Pokeathon charity, and he was so funny. He's doing all sorts of stuff. He is really good at networking, too, which is wonderful. I watched him play a little bit of Final Fantasy VII Remake. It was a little bit ago. It was still a lot of fun. He does, like, comedy skits and stuff, too, on Twitter. I don't know if he's still doing them, but some of them are pretty funny. How do I just find a list of every channel? I want to make sure I get their... Alright, here we go. Having to stay in the sun to be able to have a different skin color in Animal Crossing New Leaf felt so weird. Yeah, that really wasn't ideal. Alright, let me shout them out. shoot, I don't remember... Does Glitch City have the X on Twitch? I better double check. Yeah, she does. Or no, she doesn't. She doesn't. It's on YouTube. Alright, there we go. Yeah, go ahead and follow them. They're really great. Alright. These guys are really annoying because they can blind me. Whoa! Pro Arkachu gifting 5 subs. Holy smokes. Dang, thank you so much for the 5 subs being dropped. Really appreciate that. Holy. I'm glad to see my new alerts are working too with that. I just got it updated recently. I got the Puzzle League Meryl sounds. Which are, they're classics. Oh, man. Well, hopefully I'll be able to do enough damage here. Ah, look at that love in the chat. Yeah, that is awesome, dang. This is the first time you've heard of the Job Fiesta? Oh no! Oh man, this is gonna stink. I need to get silver specs on everyone. Because that's just gonna be a big pain. Or I could get a lot of eye drops, but well, I've got enough money for both. I could just get both. Well, actually, I don't even know if I can buy silver specs. Yeah, I might not be able to in thinking about it. I think I got one. From like a chest. Silver armlet. That's not what I want. I'm doing alright, Hammerman. How about yourself? Is this plumed hat any better? Raises my weight a little bit, but I think it should be fine. Shoot, yeah, I might not be able to get the, thing. Alright, let's buy one more of those. One of these. Oh my gosh, I have 41,000 gil? What the heck? Oh, that's crazy. Silver plate. We can try it out. So it lowers strength by a little bit, but that is a nice defense increase. I don't know, I think maybe I'll keep the Kenpo Gi. And yeah, well, 55 strength is really nice. Okay, I need to go get some eye drops. First day of the night. I don't feel too comfortable in a town playing this music, you know? Oh, these are so cheap. I'll just buy a bunch. I'll just buy, like, all the things. Buy some tents. I might actually need these potions. Because I don't have really any good healing sources. Well, at least I have a ton of money. Oh, speaking of which, I can sell a bunch of this stuff, too. I have literally no need for frost rods. Literally none. Wait, didn't I just buy that silver plate? Oh yeah, I was gonna stick with the Kembo Gi. Well, if I change my mind. Easy enough. Alright, time to save. Oh my gosh, I got so much money from those wolves. That's good. So I guess theoretically I don't have to fight every enemy down here. I don't think there's anything I need to, like, burn from them. What am I playing this on? I'm playing it on the Game Boy Advance. Well, technically I'm playing it on a DS, but it's the Game Boy Advance version. Oh, an elixir, nice. There's always so many doors here, too. Like, this first room has, like, all these different rooms and areas you can go to. Oh, another elixir. Nice. How's it going, Clout Games? What did you miss? Not much. We had a nice little grinding session. Now we're going to the, fire-powered ship. I'm just gonna run if I can. These guys are just gonna be pains. Blinding my whole team like that. Not cool! Yeah, especially with a heavy melee kind of setup. I'll fight them. Any bosses? Nope, none yet. We do have one coming up, though, that's probably going to be a little bit of a pain with this team. Especially with the Berserkers. Actually, we have several bosses coming up that are going to be a pain with this team. But the good news is we get job number 3 after this dungeon, which is kind of nice. Okay, do we have... Just want that item. This is such a confusing dungeon. Miss? Excuse me? Oh my gosh, 275. Oh. That's so strong. Green beret. Ooh, that's pretty nice. I might as well put it on a monk. Okay. Oh, I was hearing about the monks, though. Apparently they're, like, good early game, but they fall off really hard. About halfway through. But I still think it'll be fun with Berserker. Alright, so what's in this door? Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't need monks everywhere. Just one is fine. Which is kind of nice. Alright. Door number 1. I think it's actually 3 that we need. But I want to get that chest, so I don't remember which one takes me there. Speed shake. Yeah, so what jobs are coming up next? Either Ninja, Ranger, Beastmaster, Geomancer, or Bard. I think Bard would be really wild. Ranger would be a lot of fun. I think that could be pretty interesting. Miss Glaceon subscribing for 34 months now. Thank you so much for the 34 months. Really do appreciate that. Also, is number 2, apparently, that takes me to where I need to be. Alright, take that thing down. Do it. Hey, thanks for the kind words, BP Viridian. Started a Pride Lock? Nice. That's cool. Hopefully that's fun for you. Yeah, Geomancer is kinda... It's not good, but it's not as bad as I think people make it out to be. Moonring Blade. Well, there's something else I don't need. A weapon! I don't need weapons. Now, that was a nice find when I was playing the Thief. Alright, let's go, door number 3. Have I ever tried poutine? I have. Like, while I was in Canada. It was really good. What is it? Smoke's Poutineery. Definitely recommend. Oh, that's not gonna help me at all. I can just straight up sell that. I don't think there's anything I can do with that. Only the thief can equip the thief's gloves, which, I mean, makes sense. We need to get poutine again. Oh my gosh. Mail me some, man! Yeah, no, that was really good. Sneak me across the border. Yup. Wait, where does that go? Oh no, I guess this is where I need to go. Whoops, my bad. I got thrown farther back than I thought. Yeah, with poutine, it's really interesting. It's also hard for me to find, like, poutine that I can eat. Because, generally speaking, it has, I don't know, some kind of meat in the gravy. Which, you know, that's fine, that's authentic, but what I liked about Smoke's Poutineery is they had a vegetarian gravy as an option, which is great. That meant I could actually enjoy it. Which, oh man, it was so good. Oh man, that's crazy, Trick-a-Tiger. I didn't bother with the Pokemon Go today. I probably should have, but I don't know, I just haven't really been feeling it lately. I have this feeling like I'm going backwards now. This isn't good. Yeah, I'm back at the start. Ah, no wonder I felt that way. Yeah, there's a huge difference between, like, kind of poutine and like really good poutine. I had my mom try to make like homemade poutine once. It was okay. It wasn't really that good. It was a try though. But then I had some when I was in Canada, Smokes Poutineery, and like I said, it was so good. Like, oh my gosh, it was amazing. Well, they had a lot of different flavors too, like varieties, different toppings. Just crazy. I wonder if I can actually get a shiny ghastly real fast. I think it's still going for 13 minutes. Alright, chat, I'll pop on my phone. Let's see if I can make magic happen. I'm not going to be sharing it or anything. I haven't opened up Go in a while. I don't know, it just seemed like it was getting really grindy and just... I don't know. There's always like 5 million... Oh, I hatched an egg. Whoop-de-doo. Okay, well, we'll try door number 4. I don't think it takes me anywhere interesting. Hatched a little leap, apparently. Yeah, what I hate about it is just always trying to juggle, like, my inventory space and stuff like that. Like, it's just a pain. I just got so fed up with it that it's like, eh. You know what? I'll just not bother. Well, I don't see any gas leaks. Where is that poutine place? I don't know where. 56 kilometers walked since the last time I logged in. What? Okay, I think we need to go this way now, right? There's like no Ghastly or any Pokemon. It's kind of sad. Oh well. I guess I could use a lure for like 10 minutes. Oh, sure. Yeah, I just hate having to like, or incense. I just hate having to, I don't know, do things. I hate having to sort things out. It's just such a pain. Oh, that's a normal Ghastly. You're not gonna do me any good. You know what? Let's not do this. Well, I mean, I guess I'll queue up Kick, just in case. There's a shiny Ghastly. I can say I got one. Oh, so apparently they don't run, right? This whole time I was thinking that shiny Pokemon could run. But I heard that they can't, so... If that's the case... I always just use a raspberry on them. Hey! I got it, nice. Actually, I need 2 more. For some, like, research task or something, I don't know. But we'll just do that really quick in the background. Exciting gameplay! Good job, streamer, not even playing the game. Literally the worst. Who does that? Who does that? Alright, I just want to get this item, please. So wait, which am I missing here? Nope. Don't want to deal with that. Mm-mm. Oh, there must be one all the way back here. I have a bad feeling about this. There's another shiny. Whee! Man, they are just handing these things out. Alright. So wait, which switch did I not hit? Oh, this one? Ah! Made me go all the way back for it. Okay, well I got that shiny. I need one more then. Then I'll call it. Alright, so we need to do that. This one. And then I need to walk over her. It's like the Turtwig. I feel like I had so many of those. I don't even like Turtwig. Alright, see ya, Koromaru. Okay, I got my catch 10 ghost Pokemon. So let's go. I don't know what I needed to do, but it was there, so I figured I might as well. Wait, yeah, it's probably from like one of those ancient ones. Oh, it's a spooky message 2019. Shoutouts to Litwick. Alright. Okay, all that for an elixir. Was it worth it? Yeah, it probably was. I didn't have a Litwick. Oh man, we got a boss? Uh-oh. Alright, let's potion up. I think we can fight the boss. It's kind of nice not having to worry about magic, you know? Alright, give me a moment, chat. There's still Ghastlies around here. I just want to see. I just want to see. Did you do the Community Day thing today? Did you get any shiny Ghastlies? I always forget. Well, not always. I used to do them a lot more. Alright. Okay, we're going. We're going, chat! Hopefully these berserkers will not come back to bite me. Alright, here we go. Queen Karnak. What's going on? Infidels, you shall pay for interfering with my revival. Uh-oh. Burn, baby, burn. I'm glad you like the hat, Art Crosby. Alright, it's fire time. Yeah, counter. Oh man, so is it gonna counter me with Blaze? I remember that this thing can be bad, but most of the time I've been fine. Magnet. Oh no, the hand! Pyra. Oh! It's painful. Okay, well, we'll just overpower it, I guess. I did get some very good crits there. So that's nice. But yeah, that was, This is kind of like being on a train with no brakes, you know? It's just gonna keep going until it crashes. But it's gonna do a lot of damage along the way. Queen Karnak! I was being controlled by something, an evil spirit. It desires to envelop everything in darkness. Your Highness, the crystals, it's not just the machines that are destroying them. Something evil is using their power to resurrect itself. Please, save the fire crystal. It's in the room just through that pipe. Oh, I need to get my job ready. Because we're gonna have to go pretty soon. I'm gonna go back and use a tent. Oh boy! Thank you so much, Friesel, for donating $3. Let me go ahead and eat a bean. Oh, please. Please no rotten egg, okay? I have had so much of that. It's terrible. Alright. Here we go. A good flavor, please. You don't want to grab a bean. Okay, oh no. Oh boy. So this is either Stinky Socks or Tutti Frutti. And I'm particularly nervous because last time I think I had Tutti Frutti. So this is probably going to be Stinky Socks. That tastes more like Tutti Frutti than Stinky Socks. Oh, thank goodness. It's good. Finally. I get so nervous. I think that it's a fun little donation incentive. Also, my incense just stopped spawning any gas, so that's kind of dumb. Or maybe it didn't? I guess it was just replacing the one. Oh, this is bad. No! Let me run! Another back attack? You know, counter could be interesting on whatchamacallit. Yeah, it looks like the thing is done. Well, thanks for reminding me, chat, to at least check. The other thing that's kind of stunk with Go lately is I feel like it was draining my battery if I just opened it at any point. Like, if it was running in the background, like, unless I specifically closed the app, it would drain battery like crazy. Like, it didn't do that before. But it was getting really bad, so it's just like, I'm not gonna bother with that. Okay. So, I'm gonna need a menu fairly fast. I also want to know where the ribbon is, just in case I get Dancer. Let me just check a map. I've done this like a million times. Feels so bad. Okay, that shouldn't be too bad. Oh, that's easy. I don't think there's any way I could miss that. Yeah, that's no problem. Okay, cool. So, I'll tell you what. Let's go ahead and roll the job now, because I'm gonna need to give a little bit of thought. Well, no, we'll do that. This shouldn't be that bad, because when you're running a thief, there's, like, repeatable fights you can do that you can keep stealing elixirs over and over again, which is very, very handy. That's definitely something redeemable about having a thief. The fire crystal. But since I don't have a thief, I don't really need to worry about as much time left. I should be fine. Thank goodness, it's still intact. Oh, there's the wolf. Where? Wolf. There. Galuf! We won't let you touch the crystal, werewolf. Stand down, I'm not your enemy. I'm not so sure about that. Galuf, say something. What's happened? Is something wrong? You know me. Ugh, can't remember a thing. Who in blazes am I, anyway? What are you doing? You there, what have you done? Sending that much power through the crystal will smash it to smithereens. Ah, the true villain of the game, Random Guard. And this makes 3. One more and the seal is broken. Whoa! Absolute villain. Hey, how's it going, version 1? Oh, good, the Switch is broken. Well, maybe you can send it into Nintendo. Uh-oh! Wolf, no! Galuf, I'll hold this back. You 4 must escape. Only one chance remains. Save the Earth Crystal. Uh-oh. Go! Once the crystal shatters, the whole room will go up in flames. Get out of here and protect the last crystal with your lives. Werewolf! We have to help him. We can't, though. Galuf, you're our only hope. No, but my jobs. Oh, wait, do I not get my job immediately? I think I do. No, maybe I don't. I don't remember if I get it outside. Yeah, I guess I do. Okay, I'm glad I didn't roll it yet. Or do I? I don't know. We'll find out. Oh yeah, there's that pot I can heal with there. So I wasted a 10, but it's okay. The flames are dying. Fire crystal must have lost its power. Okay, there we go. The crystal shattered. Where's the werewolf? Probably got trapped in the fire. Couldn't get out. Is it going on, Key? We have to hurry. The castle is held together by the power of the fire crystal. Hold up, so now that the crystal's gone, the castle's gonna blow? Yup. Exactly, we've no time to lose. But the crystal shards! Time left before detonation, 10 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna save just in case. We didn't unlock any other jobs, so I guess that's fine. Yeah, Berserker. Berserker and Monk, too. It's just crazy. If I recall, this chest has like a repeatable fight. I can, what, steal elixirs from? I don't remember what I actually get from it. Alright, let's stop messing around here. So weird to actually, like, you know, go everywhere. Alright, so this is the one that I needed to do. Let's hope for a spellcaster next. Actually, I think my options are done with that. I don't think I can get any more. You can get, like, Dancer or Bard. Alright, there's the ribbon. That was really the main thing I need. I guess I'll just kind of pick up items. Oh, does this guy counter? I think he counters. Yeah, I should use focus. Oh, that's nothing. What the heck? Refreshing. Oh, no. Yeah, that did a little bit more. Bam! Goliath tonic. Shuriken. Didn't I have Dancer already? I don't remember if I had Dancer. I don't think I did. Well, maybe I did. Actually, come to think of it, I probably did in, first that I streamed. Check. No, I didn't. I had Dragoon. Yeah, I guess I didn't stream with Dancer. Can I run? No point now. Gain Berserk, oh boy. I don't think there's any other chests on this floor. Honestly, I have the main thing that I wanted, so we'll just pick up whatever I feel like. I know that there's some useful items, but nothing that's, like, terribly useful with what I have. So, not really too worried. The boss fight I don't think will be that bad, too. Oh, back attack. That's not good. We'll focus. Yeah, we can't get Blue Mage. That's only in the first crystal. The jobs we can get coming up, we can get Ninja, Ranger, Beastmaster, Geomancer, and Bard. I've previously had Beastmaster and I've previously had Bard. So those are ones I'd rather not have, just to avoid repeats. Ninja would be really cool. I guess I technically had Ninja before, just not on stream. It's very good. Like, Ninja would be probably the best option, in my opinion, of the ones that I can get now. It's very anime. Gosh, I'm just tearing through this place. I should probably heal Galuf. Hoping for Geomancer because random. Yeah, Geomancer would be kind of bad. But it would help in some cases. Okay, we got a nice long winding path here. I think there's good treasure over here. Because they really make you walk for it. Oh my. Maybe I shouldn't be kicking. Well, it's fine, it'll work itself out. Yeah, in your face. This countering's really nice, actually. I think Bard would be really interesting, too. Okay, so that's a knife that... I don't know, I guess we could give to a Berserker if I felt like it. You know what, let me heal. So I'd like to go get the Elven Mantle. I don't think it's, like, necessary, but that's on the other side of this place. So it should be pretty easy to get. Maybe we can get there from here? Yeah. I've got, like, all this extra time. It's just crazy not having to do anything. Maybe I should double check that map just to be sure. Back attacks? What are these? So that was the one nice thing about having a thief each year. Like, even though it was kind of annoying having it 2 years in a row, at least I didn't have to worry about back attacks. Just a pain. Really not that much. I mean, I guess there's some elixirs. Ow, you jerk. Glad you like the streams, Yanni. Alright, Elven Mantle. That's pretty good. Aren't chest back attacks guaranteed? I don't remember if they are. I just know that when you have a thief in your party, you can't get back attacked. It's really nice. Really nice. I just love that counter. It's so fun. Learn to Suna. Hey, there we go. See ya. What a coward. Hey, how's it going, Spacey? Lightning Scroll. Do I want to go back down and try to get another item? I got some time. I don't think I need to cheese the boss. Hey, how's it going, Pluto Princess? Hey, you know what? I'll just get out of here. See ya! Honestly, this is fine, because I think if I just take out the sergeant, I think I'm fine. You better bring it! Like, he's in the back, but we can take him down. He'll transform into another, like a boss kind of thing, if, we take out the wolves. Well, we might see that anyway. Oh. I'm not gonna focus. Alright, we're good. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Still had plenty of time to spare. Jeez. Yeah, it's so different not having a thief with that. It's like, oh yeah, I can actually get all these chests. Sure, I don't walk away with like 40 elixirs that I won't use for like the whole game. But I'll have them just in case I feel like using them. So I do have to be a little bit more conservative with them. They're not free like they were. Oh, baby! Let's see what the new job is. We'll check that out in a moment. Crystal Shards. Will you lend us your power as well? Resting within the shard, a warrior spirit. Beastmaster. Resting within the shard, a warrior spirit. Geomancer. Resting within the shard, a warrior spirit. Ninja. Now, I think theoretically, like, there's 2 more jobs in the crystal, but they're later for some reason, I think. So there's a chance we might not get those. All right, so the fire job, here we go, everyone. It is Bard. Oh, that's the one I wanted. But we didn't actually get Bard, did we? No. Well. Yeah, we have to wait on that one. That's awkward. Alright, but that's okay. I should put a note there. Oh, that'll be fun, though. So we actually need a piano flex. That will actually matter. Oops. Oh, that's cool, though. I'm excited about that, because that's another one I don't think I've ever used in a Fiesta. I don't think I even really used much of it anyway. I will put an asterisk by it, though, because we can't use it yet. So, yeah, let me just add a little bit of text. Whoa! Spacey Phoenix donating $50! What the heck? Here's for a great cause is the comment. Oh man, thank you so much. That's awesome. Oh, that's fantastic. Wow. Dang. Let me know which hat you want me to wear too. That is something you can choose. I went ahead and posted the link down there. I will wear that. Finally being able to donate feels good. It does. Well, thank you for that. It is a good cause, and it's definitely good. Where's this text? Yeah, that's weird having one of the unavailable jobs, because I think Ranger you don't get for a little while as well. I don't remember when you get them, though. But yeah, so that's interesting. Let's keep putting my, my DS down by the scroll button. Down arrow. Forgot about the hat. Let's go Baniri. Oh, there's the Sinnoh remake we need. Let's go Baniri. Oh, this is gonna absolutely stink for the next boss, though. Well, not the next boss. Well, actually, yeah, the next boss, and then the Sandworm. Ugh. Only melee classes. Only melee classes. Ugh. That is... That's gonna be a pain. I love this hat. It's so cute. Hey, how's it going, Eon Eevee? Also, I do want to announce something. We did hit the first milestone. It's a milestone I haven't really talked about because it was, it's actually really late into the game. But I will absolutely confirm we will go for all of the legendary weapons, which means a lot of extra boss fights, a lot of extra exploration and dungeons. It's not technically required, but it is, it's something we'll be doing just as a bonus. That was if we hit $250, which is, I think, more than we hit last year. So already we have done that. How much for the Anuo battle? Oh my gosh, I don't even know. Let's say $10,000. There you go. Because I don't remember if I've even done that fight normally, like on my main save file. Yeah, if we hit $10,000, I'll do that for sure. Oh man. Well, I'm happy that I got Bard, but I'm sad that I don't have it now, you know? It's like, it's my job, I want it now. Yeah, it's technically from the Fire Crystal. So we're gonna have a lot of punching things, I guess. 10K is set. Yeah, I'm not gonna add it to the milestones because that will affect the total goal, I think. But it's fine. Right, I don't have Bard yet. So Bard and Ranger, they're both technically from the Fire Crystal, but you don't actually get them right away. You get them later. So that kind of stinks. That also means we're gonna have a really bad time against the upcoming boss. Several bosses, actually. So we might need to grind. We might need some levels. Wait, did I go around here? Oh yeah, I don't mind if you tell me where. We have so much muscles on this team. We don't even think. See, the thing is, I just don't even remember where, because I don't... Wait, what? Where the heck am I? Oh, right, duh. Uh-oh. No! Oh, that wasn't too bad. That thing is normally extremely scary. True, we don't have to worry about level 5 death. That is very true. We grinded out of that one. I think we're level 16 now. Oh, we're level 17. Oh, baby. I was expecting a wipe. Yeah? I was kind of like, yep, time to upgrade or update my counter. It's gonna happen. But then again, these classes have like so much HP, it's just nuts. Really need to get into the other FF games at some point. Yeah, they're pretty fun. I really need to get back into FF14, honestly. I did pick up Shadowbringers because it was on sale, and I figure once I get my site kind of back in order and all updated and everything, might sink some time into that. Wait, I want to heal. Hold on. Wait, I'm just trying to find the healing point. I know it's here. And Mid, that's Professor Sid's grandson. He said something about looking for a book. I haven't seen him since then. I haven't the faintest idea where Mid's run off to. There we go. Some books in the basement have been possessed by monsters. Such a shame. This is the Library of the Ancients, an archive of old texts. Why, you should be reading right now! According to one of our texts long ago, the crystals used to be much more powerful than they are today. After learning that, Professor Sid created machines to increase the power of the crystals to their former states. Due south of here is the village of Jakol. They've excavated all sorts of precious items from the ruins there. I feel like there's something quite important within these pages. This is the library's oldest tome. However, half of its pages have been lost, so it cannot be read. 30 years ago, a monster, Bidlos, appeared near the Wind Shrine. It was eventually sealed beneath this library. Read the book. Question mark, question mark, question mark. I only want to burn the books that are possessed, but we don't know which ones those are. Oh. Long time ago, Ifrit would burn the possessed books for us. A Blue Mage's Journey finally started learning enemy skills. Arrow, level 5 death. A Traveler's Journal. I'll give this strange staff I found to that man from Tycoon. Ah! Good lord, that's a lot of damage. These berserkers just hit so hard. Yeah, 9's really good. I want to actually finish 9. I feel like I've gotten up to disc 4 twice. And then I lose steam. It's like, what? Wait, we gotta go this way. Okay, well, I guess we'll see what happens here. We should be able to fight the first boss here without too much difficulty. Oh, you jerk. Oh my gosh, they're hitting so hard now, though. Jeez! I'll just hold in the A button for every fight. An ether, an item I don't need. I actually don't know if I need MP for anything. Actually, I was doing a little bit of, like, research, and apparently there's a rune axe item that works pretty well with that. Yo, Verithan subscribing for 28 months, saying thank you for supporting a good cause. Keep up the excellent work. Well, thank you so much for the 28 months. Really do appreciate that. I am Ifrit. For many years I have existed, sealed within the pages of this book. Only those who can withstand my flames will be granted the privilege of summoning me. Right, well, we'll see about that. Oh, preemptive strike. Nice. What is up with these misses? Come on. Oh, this guy is kind of dodgy. Oof. I really need to get some high potions. I don't think I can even buy them for a while. So we have kind of a survivability problem with this team. Yeah! Enough! You have proven your worth. I shall grant you the use of my powers. Yeah, Summoner would be sick. Level 5 death. Uh-oh. I should probably keep an eye on my level. I don't think I'm in danger. I think I'm like level 18 or something. Yeah, level 18. Oh, what are you doing? God, Ifrit, sorry, sir. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, I don't think I can buy high potions yet. I don't think they're available for a while. I remember having to steal a bunch of them as a thief. Wow, big damage. Okay. Like, what's the point? Era. I found the era in my ways. Wait, how do I get that chest up there? What? I want it. I don't know what it is, but I want it. Ah! Spoiler! Yeah, you know, these guys don't really give that much, like, experience. I should probably just run from them. Really seem like they do that much good. Oh, come on. Oh, here we go. A ninja suit. Ooh. More agility, that's kind of cool. Give that to you. Elven mantle. Oh, that's right. Okay. Wait. I need to go this way, my bad. Oh, don't do that. Yeah, jerk! Well, I guess we'll see if we can fight the boss. I have a feeling like this isn't going to go too well. Because I think the boss counters with Drain when he gets low. And that will drain my HP and heal him, so... yeah, you can imagine how well that'll work if it's a counter. Just have my berserkers go in and slam and then get drained. Oops. Oh, that was easy. Jeez. Here we go. I'm gonna wait on the tent for just a moment. I want to see what's out here. Oh, okay. Fine. Oh, come on! I made my mistakes! No! Oh, well. Ah! Spoiler! Oh my gosh, this fight. Such a long fight. Okay, there we go. 4 AP, I guess that's alright. Not that I need it for literally anything right now. Yo, Lucky Cat donating $20! Holy smokes, thank you so much for the $20 donation to Color of Change. Refresh this. Didn't actually specify any hat to wear, so you can let me know in the chat if there's one of the hats you'd like me to wear, or I can just pick one too. How's it going, Big Nate? Oh, oops. Got so distracted. Wow, so we've reached over $300 now. That is insane. That is so good. I can't believe we're already almost to the goal. Like, I will definitely update that goal if we do hit it. But I was, you know, kind of even wondering if we could. Actually, I have confidence we can. That's the nice thing. But I've never really done, like, a, quote-unquote charity stream. Again, technically this is a non-profit, not a charity. So they can actually fight towards, like, social issues and stuff. Which is an important distinction to know, but just have to be clear about that. Sneasel, please. Oh yeah, I do love the Sneasel hat. All right, let me go get it. I'll be right back. Aw, yeah. There we go. I love Sneasel. It's such a cool Pokemon. You're seeing firsthand the, wait, we broke the goal feeling. Yeah, you have TRGC if this is your charity stream, so it means a bit more. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. It is really cool, like, you know, just seeing what good my community can do. Like, it does mean a lot. Like, I know you all are really awesome, but it is cool being able to help inspire you to donate to a good cause. Need cooling off after getting done with a run. Oh, nice. It's a pretty hot day to run, though. So yeah, definitely cool down. I'll Sneasel use Icy Wind. What's that? Mid? Stay on your toes. I have a bad feeling about this place. Alright, this could get really ugly. Magic Hammer, that's fine, though. MP halved. Oh, whoop-de-doo. Alright, I'm gonna try to be ready, I guess. Oh, protect. That stinks. Rather than having everyone attack at once, I just want to kind of be ready to, like, feed potions, you know? Oh, that's a lot of damage. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Whoa! Okay. I have 2 high potions. I gotta use one of them, though. I think I'm just gonna have to have them heal and let the berserkers do the attacking. Well, there goes my level, so there goes my damage. So I guess Butts is gonna be on potion duty. This is miserable. Let's try to patch up what I can. That's good. See, I don't mind that at all. Guess I'll focus. I'll probably regret this, but we'll see what happens. I'm kind of thinking I might need to do this with 2 characters, because trying to heal everyone up after that, that's painful. My focus wasn't very good. Once this thing starts using Drain, it's gonna get really painful. I don't want to use another Wind Slash, though. Sad thing is, I might need to pop an Elixir. I don't really want to. Oh boy. Oh, one more of those and I'm toast. Let's heal Lena up. Oh, why did I pick you, Lena? That's how you're gonna treat me. Alright, how many elixirs do I got? I got 11. Not ideal, but let's I feel like we actually need the damage from the berserkers. I might be able to give Ferris enough potions to do something, but I don't actually know what. Yeah, there we go. I think you're gonna be just a little... Oh, yeah, you're dead. Oh, hanging in there by just a little bit. Alright, well, we just have to do as much damage as possible now. I'll just focus. Oh no, there's Drain. Oh, that's a lot. Oh, good job missing. Well, there goes Gallup's usefulness. Yo! Oh, that was pitiful! What platform is this game on? It is on Game Boy Advance, SNES, mobile, and Steam. I'm personally playing it on Game Boy Advance. Yeah, this isn't... This... yeah. Well... Rip? Okay. Can you play it on the Atari? Which Atari? Well, generally, no. It hasn't been released there. So yeah, I don't really have any good healing. That's the thing. Like, I was missing a lot. What's the difference between the mobile/Steam version and GBA? They are very different. I mean, it's the same basic game, but, like, graphics are different. There have been some changes here and there. Shoot, I think we honestly need to grind at least 21. I just was not doing enough damage, and I don't have enough healing. Like, we don't really have options. So that's not good. Can you play it on the Samsung Smart Fridge? I don't know. Alright, it's grind time. I don't want to fight these guys, though. Like, I'll fight this. Oh, there we go. That's what I want to see. I'll fight it on the way out, but probably go back to the wolves to grind. I wish I could buy high potions right now. Like, ugh. We really have no good, like, recovery options. I'll probably have to use those elixirs. The good news is, I think the Bard will help with that. Like, I think there's a few different songs that, are helpful. So that's good. Wait, why did I do that? Oh, duh. Yeah, that's why. That's a tough fight. We need to learn how to read. That's what we gotta do. I'm actually wondering, maybe it'd be better to have 3 Berserkers. Like, there's a few different combinations we can have. We can go in with 3 Monks, which would give me more healing possibilities, but it would take away from the damage. But I don't really have a lot of healing potential anyway, because any way you look at it, it's, with that Wind Slash, it's doing about 1,000 damage total to the party. And if we heal 50 with potions, like, we're just not going to be able to outpace that. Like, we just aren't. There's not really a good way to do that. So that's why I'm almost thinking 3 Berserkers and just having one monk kind of in item bot mode would probably be the best bet, just so we can keep that pressure with damage. We'll just try to get our HP high enough. Too bad I don't have, like, a flame sword or something. Because I know that that boss is weak to fire. Yeah, that AoE just does so much. We can't really out-heal it. Forgot when Bard is available in this game. I did too, because I never get it. This actually looks like a pain. Actually, these guys, I think they give an okay amount of experience, if I'm not mistaken. I wasn't paying attention. This will give them a shot. It's kind of pitiful. I think that monks will deal more damage since they attack faster and can use focus, but they're not always berserk, that's the thing. When they use focus, they do about as much as a berserker hits normally. Bard is on Crescent Isle? Oh, yeah, okay. Alright, see ya, Yanni. Yeah, I'm talking more like a... like, just a sword with a fire elemental type. Or something with a fire elemental type. It could be a axe or something. I just need something. Like, Berserker can use weapons. Some weapons. Just barehanded seems to make sense. Hey, how's it going, Ice WP? Ow! Oh, I didn't pay attention to how much experience these give, because otherwise I'll just go back to wolves. Because they're at least very fast. 67. That doesn't seem that great. You roll Berserker yourself in your 4 Job Fiesta this year? Nice. This is my first time with Berserker in one of these. I'm kind of excited. I think it's really funny with Monk, though. I think it's really funny now with Bard, because I have to wait, so it's like, this is what I have for some pretty tough fights. I think I'm gonna go back to wolves. Bard gets really OP. I think Bard will really help out Monk. Because I think you can play a song that, like, raises your level or something. And that's pretty cool. Because I know, Monk is very much based on level. Like, it's very straightforward. But it doesn't scale as well. Unless you grind a lot. Wow, I didn't even gain a level there. We're just gonna go back to wolves, alright? Back to Karnak. They're very fast. And they're consistent, that's the other thing. Oh man, bad healing and trouble getting through endgame. Yeah, that sounds like it could be a pain. My last few runs, they've been alright as far as, like, healing goes. I had Thief both times, so I had plenty of, like, elixirs and things. What else did I have? Oh, I had Red Mage too, so... This is definitely not going to be very good for healing. You have Knight, Bard, Berserker, and Ranger. Whoa. That's an interesting one. Well, what I kind of like about the setup I have now is it's very different than the ones I've done previously, which I think is really cool. I like different strategies. Like, I don't have the option to break rods. I've always had a rod breaker. Or like a ninja or something that just destroys. Oh yeah, let's see what options there are. I didn't even look at the weapons. I don't think there is anything. Mithril hammer. I don't think that's going to be any better. I think it's kind of inaccurate too. Oh my gosh, Ranger and Magic Knight sounds broken. Yeah, so I'm only stuck with potions, really. Well, I might as well get more. Yeah, I don't think I can get high potions for a while. Well, we gotta grind then. So how are you all doing? Hopefully you're having a good time. I think this is 87 experience per fight, but it's like, it's 2 actions, so it goes very fast. Which is a good thing. And we'll get a ton of money. Oh, man. Haven't really done anything today. Haven't really done much, to be honest. In your dailies and New Horizons while you listen? Nice. Yeah, I played a little bit of that. It was like raining super hard on my island. I'm working on my flowers. I'm going for the blue rose. Oh man. But making progress at least. Feeling pretty weak the past few days. Taking it easy today. Well, probably a good idea. Sorry to hear though. Okay, level 19 I think that is? Yeah. Like 0 food in your house, so you had to improvise till you can go to the shop tomorrow. Oh man. Yeah, I've been running pretty low. I haven't really done online grocery ordering before, but I finally got around to doing that last night. Because I've kind of just been bumming off my mom, because she's got that down to a science. She knows how to work it, so I just am like, hey, can you pick me up this or that? Like, just little things here and there. But I need a big shop. So I placed an order last night. I was like super nervous. But it's pretty cool. Because I don't want to go into a store right now. With everything going on. The grind! Oh man. It kind of feels good to have like a challenge here. Like this is definitely a different one. You know what I did in the last few? Like, okay, what jobs did I have? This is a refresher. So last year I had Thief, Time Mage, Geomancer, and Chemist. So I didn't have Chemist for that fight, obviously, but I did have Geomancer, and I had Time Mage, so all I needed to do is just snap a few Fire Rods, or Flame Rods, fight over, it's done. And then in 2018, I had a Red Mage, so what do? I just snap a Fire Rod, and it's done. Like, not a difficult fight at all. But this is actually a really tough fight. Hey, how's it going, Mike? Using 27. I had Blue Mage, Red Mage, Ninja, and Chemist. I know I was kind of like trying to remember what I had for that. And I couldn't remember, but I remember it was really broken. And yeah, I did have both Blue Mage and Chemist, so it was basically free. And I even had Ninja too, which is just insane for like random encounters. So that was a really good run. Well, this is exciting. Oops. I messed up! Blue Mage, Mystic Knight, Ranger, and Chemist is the ultimate party, you think? That does sound pretty good. Although, I'm not sure if you need Ranger and Mystic Knight. Like, they're very good together, but, like, I'm almost thinking you'd be better off with, like, something else. Yo! Sab Irene! With the raid! Hashtag keep on cruising. Oh, yay! Thanks so much for the raid. Really do appreciate that. Keep on cruising. Am I gonna have to whistle for that? Am I gonna have to whistle? Alright, I'll see if I can get this goofy smile off my face. Thanks so much for the raid. What were you up to for your stream, Sam? It's also really hard to whistle while smiling, I'm just gonna tell you. Or like while laughing, too. I'm just grinding, by the way. I got my butt kicked by a boss, so... I don't have, like, any healing options. So this is fun. We're doing a chatting stream. Oh, nice. I'm basically doing that right now because I'm in Grindfest 2020. Alright, let's see. I'll try. Yeah, if you haven't seen our recent collab lately, chat, I have the pleasure and privilege of working with Sab on a cover of KK Cruisin', which is one of my favorite KK Slider songs. Let me track that down really fast here. I could probably play it in the background. There's nothing exciting going on here. Yeah, here it is. All right. I'll try really fast. I'll try to do a whistle of it, just like live and unfiltered. Okay. Hold on, I need to wet my whistle. You actually do need to do that. Hold the phone. What? What? Hold up. What? $200? From Durantic? What the heck? Saying, let's make some change. Holy smokes, we did it, chat! Dude, Durantic. That is insane. $200. So we actually reached the goal of $500 for Color of Change. A fantastic organization. That's what I'm doing this for, by the way, everyone tuning in from the raid. This is the Final Fantasy V for Job Fiesta. It's playing Final Fantasy V, quite obviously, but the restriction is I can only use 4 jobs throughout the entire game. It's kind of like classes. So, as you can see, I have a Monk, Berserker, technically Bard, but I don't have it yet. So it's a fun challenge, but I'm also, as a result of this, raising money for Color of Change, which is a really good nonprofit organization that's, it has a lot of different things that it does, but the main goal is to help empower the lives of Black people, to give them more of a fair chance, both or with a variety of ways too, like from tech, from hiring, for social justice, for education, for, you know, educating people like me about issues too. It's a big wide range of things. It seems like a very good cause. So that's what I'm raising money for, and it's something I feel strongly about. I'm glad to be able to find something and do something, and it's just, it's heartwarming to think, here I am. This is only my second stream of this marathon. We're still pretty early into the game. It's not like a marathon. I'll be doing it for a while, but already hit that goal. Oh man. Well, thank you so much, Durantic. Also, yeah, be sure to check out the hats. If you want me to wear a hat, I will put on any of the hats in the hats link there. There's also these beans. That's for a $3 donation. Just $3, not $300. Okay, KK Cruising. Let's see if I can do this. I don't know if I'll be able to now. That really... Oh, man. Okay, here we go. I should be grinding. This takes nothing. Yeah. Yeah, I had to like improvise a little segment for the cover Sav did, and she had me on for it, because it was like, it felt like it was kind of a solo segment for me to whistle, but it didn't really like go with the rest of it, but it was really good. And she did something like just before that in the song too. So it's like, So I just had to feel it, you know, and I think it turned out all right. But yeah, there we go. There's some whistling. Never said you did, but you did it, and I thought it was awesome. Yeah, you didn't specifically say. It was just kind of like there. So I'm like, what do I need to do? What do I need to do with that? Sab, you're here right now. Is it okay if I play that for the background music for like 4 minutes? I'll link it in chat too, but I definitely want to ask permission. We got nothing going on right now. Absolutely. All right. Let's play this. Let's get some good background music. Oops. Actually, let's take these things out. This is again on her channel. So I'll post a link there, but I'll also play it. It's really good. much, King Guzma, for the 53 months. Alright, we'll do Durantic. Thank you so much, by the way. I'll put on that Lap Buddy hat. That sounds really weird, Tim. I'm evolving. Baneri hat earlier, so I've evolved now. It's got to Act 6. Oh man. Turned out fantastic. Fantastic. Yeah, Sab Irene. Be sure to check her out, everyone. I'll post a link to that video. Go check her out. Go subscribe. Listen to it. Give it a like. Tell your friends. Tell your animal neighbors in the game. It was great. It also was really well edited, too. Like, I didn't have the video up, but I'm wearing shades and a cool hat. Well, not this hat, but like my old classic Marriland hat. Oh man! All right, well that was a lot of excitement, and I'm still only level 19. I want to get up to level 21. That's the goal. So we might be here a little bit more, but it's okay. We'll just keep at it. I can already feel butts getting more powerful. And that's a great thing to say. Yeah, the main character, he has several different names based on the translation. In newer translations, it's Bartz, I think, but like, it's originally Butz, B-U-T-Z. And I just believe in that strongly. Can't change my opinion. Oh, there we go. Okay, level 20. That's good. So we only have one more level to go, and then I'll try it again. Also, thank you everyone for tuning in. It got really chaotic there, which felt great, but I apologize if I missed any messages or anything of the sort. Hopefully you're all doing well. Hopefully you're having a fun time. This Lot Bunny hat is huge, though. Like, it is just like It's gigantic. I'm not sure how long I can even wear it. I will wear it. I will wear it, but it is, I was thinking, oh man, do I even put this on the list? Am I gonna be able to wear this for a while? I think the answer is yeah. Well, at least I can take them out in one kick now. That's nice. These are going fast. That's the thing. Also, I should have like $1 billion at this point, which is nice. Very nice. All right, see ya, Thalina. The hat will strengthen my butts. I don't know. Probably. It'll at least strengthen my head. Got some weight to it. Alright, see ya, Philip Lee. Oh my gosh. I really hope I'll be able to beat Biblos pretty soon. That's not even the toughest fight coming up. There's gonna be another tough one. And I know I'm gonna go in with only one Berserker for that. And I might even just kinda have the Berserker take a nap. The sandworm fight. If you hit the wrong hole in that fight, you get like a party-wide hit. And that's not good, because the Berserker will hit the wrong thing all the time, so it'll pretty much be 3 monks going to town. So the grinding we're doing now will also help for that, so yeah. Alright, see ya, just a mosquito. I can't believe we hit 500. Oh my goodness. I'm not gonna add a new goal this stream, but I think I will up it then for the next one. That's just, oh, it feels so good. So good. Because again, I haven't personally done like a charity stream myself. I've always been, you know, more than willing to do them like for other organizations and streams and stuff, like be a part of them, but it always intimidated me, you know? It's always like one of those things that I just like, oh man, I don't know how to do it for one. So I had to like learn how to use Tiltify and stuff, and it is really cool. But it just feels so good to like see my community, you know, just come together for a good cause. Like that's so neat. So thank you, everyone. Definitely thank you. Alright. I don't like this back attack, though. That's unfortunate. Actually, we haven't really had too much bad luck with back attacks lately, so good. Alright, one more level. I just want to use my Bard. I'm so excited to try Bard out, but unfortunately, there's 2 jobs from the Fire Crystal that you don't get until later. So, have to wait even longer. But the good news is I think it'll work out fairly well, which is good. How many days are the charity stream? It's honestly open until I think August 31st. I'm not sure if I'll be streaming every day for it. Like, that's how long the Job Fiesta overall does. And it's part of, like, a team, if you will. Like, anyone can, like, raise money for the cause. Like, I think I have that set up. I'm part of that, which is cool. So, honestly, this will last until I beat it. But, you know, we'll definitely see. I'll still keep my my Tiltify thing up afterwards too. So I don't know how long it'll take, especially because I am reading, like, all the dialogue. I'm not just, like, rushing through the game. Which is nice. Taking a little slower. Not speed running. But I'd imagine probably early August, I'd say, is when I'll be done with it. I feel like last time I had about 12 to 15 streams seems about right. August is less than 2 weeks away? That's crazy. Honestly, I can't believe the year has flown by as fast as it has, given how bad of a year it's been. It's like, oh man. But you know what? It's important to try to find positivity in things. I think that's important. I think we all really need that right now. There's a lot of just real bad stuff going on all over the world. All sorts of different things, too. But just remember, it's okay to be nervous. It's okay to be, you know, to try to separate yourself from that. But what's also really important is try to find things that can take your mind off of it. Like healthy escapes. Healthy escapes. You know, video games. Things you can do remotely with friends. You know, try to make the best of it. That's what I want to do. I think that's going to be really, really important for all of us to get through this. This is some exciting gameplay. Oh man, I'm sorry, everyone tuning into the raid getting this fantastic, exciting gameplay. We're just completely stuck on this boss, though. Like, we don't have any healing options other than, like, 50 HP. And the boss hits everyone for, like, 250 damage. So, yeah. There's nothing I can really do right now. So we're just gonna level up. I'm gonna get up to level 21. We're almost there, and then we'll try and fight the boss again. But this team is like... It's all brawn, no brains. Hey, how's it going, Unreal Gamer? How you doing? Quarantine sucks. You're supposed to go on a mission trip, but it got canned. Yeah. Sorry about that. I know a lot of people have had just so many different plans and stuff canceled. I love the lot buddy hat. Thanks. It is one of many. This is one that I was requested to wear, and it's a pretty elaborate one too. It's definitely one of the more elaborate hats. Potions stop being relevant for in-battle healing really fast. Yeah, they're really not good. They're really not good. High potions are great. I'll probably have to rely on some elixirs during that fight. Veneery's your mascot Pokemon. Nice! I had a Veneery hat on earlier, actually. I really like Veneery. It's one of my favorite Pokemon. Same with Lopunny. I really like rabbits. Oh my gosh, I have this adorable little, like, wild rabbit outside my house. Like, it lives in the, like, shrubs and stuff. Like, right outside my front window. There we go, level 21. And it is so small, but so cute. Like, at first I just kind of saw it. I'm like, aw. But I've kept seeing it many times. So I know it lives there, which is just, oh, it's just adorable. And I think it's actually getting more and more comfortable with seeing me, which is both good and bad. I mean, it's you know, bad because humans should fear rabbits. You know, if they get too comfortable, you know, obviously they can be a threat. But it is just nice to know that this one, I think, like, because I'm always slow around it, I talk gently to it. I think it's actually, oh my gosh, I have 100,000 gil. That's nuts. Okay, there we go. Now I have more, health. But yeah, it's just, it's so cute though. Like, it's really small. But it's not like a baby. Like an entire, like, an actual baby. So it's, cause I had, oh man, my aunt, she like kind of rescues animals and stuff. And there were a bunch of orphan baby rabbits way back. I mean, they were very small rabbits. They did have fur on them, so they weren't like, you know, fresh. But they were so cute. And I had to watch them. This is back when I was like a young teenager. It was just like the most amazing thing. Because it's like, oh, there's all these rabbits in this basket, and I just basically had to keep an eye on them. I couldn't touch them or pet them or anything. Hopefully they're doing all right. But it was a really sweet experience. Okay. Well, let's see if I can do this. I'm still kind of nervous for this fight. I don't need to heal. I'll probably drop a tent anyway. Because I'm definitely going to save before that. Hopefully I don't need to level up more. I think I'll be fine. I think it's just... I always mess this up. Yes. Here we go. She had a pet bunny. Oh, yeah. I do and I don't. Like, I do think that they'd be extremely cute, but I know that they're a lot more high maintenance than, like, a cat or something. Like, you really have to have a house ready for a bunny. But they are really adorable. I'm so glad I had a chance to interact with Chugga Conroy's bunny, Pippi, before she passed away. We really bonded too, which was so sweet. Because the first few times I visited, she wasn't really that interested in me. You know, she was more aloof, I guess. But on my most recent visit, which was actually quite a while ago now, it was really sweet because every time I would walk by the cage, she would like kind of come over and she would love it if I just gently pet like right between her eyes, which apparently most rabbits don't really like because they can't see there. They don't know what that is, but she absolutely did like that because she would like put her nose right through the cage and want me to do that. It was so sweet, and she was letting me like pet her while she was on the bed, and I don't know, there were some really, really sweet moments. I'm really, really glad I had that opportunity. She probably learned to associate it with affection. Probably. Well, I don't, as much as I love rabbits, I don't think I would have one myself because I know they're a lot of work. And you really have to rabbit-proof your house. Like, my house, I can't even cat-proof it right now. So yeah. Alright, let's see. We're gonna fight this again, so I'll go in with the 2 Berserker strategy again. We'll see what happens. I just have to remember Wind Slash is gonna be a pain. That's a lot more damage, though. Oh, this missing is a pain, though. Oh, that's new. Confuse. There we go. Big damage. That protect is really gross, though. Web. Yeah, thanks, Isa. The hats are handmade, actually. My mom, she used to make a bunch of hats to give away as, like, prizes and stuff for a local Pokemon trading card game league and tournament. So she actually made all the ones that you see, well, all the ones that aren't, like, caps and stuff. She made those, which is really impressive. She made over 100 hats in total. Wow, we are just destroying this boss now. Oh, this is... maybe I spoke too soon. Although then again, this thing hasn't used Wind Slash once. Countering with Drain is going to be a pain, though. I think we need to off Gallif. Because he's doing, like, no damage because of Discord. We need to land 2 hits, because this is the problem. This Drain is just really draining Gallif. Alright, so he uses Drain when he's under 25% health, so he's back above that now. That's not good. There we go, that's a nice solid hit. Oh, no. No! Okay, we're gonna leave Gallif dead. Sorry. But he's not really gonna be any use. There we go. Whew. That was frustrating. He didn't use Wind Slash once, by the way. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Very soon, the Master's Seal will be blown wide open. Like, didn't use it once. Thank goodness, too. That would have made it really scary. Huh? I told you not to bother me when I'm reading. Don't tell me you were engrossed in that book the whole time. What whole time? Now that you mention it, I did hear some rustling behind me. Oh, was that you? Oh! You've got to be kidding. A strange bird, this one. Oh my gosh. Whatever, guess it's time to go back, huh? You guys coming too? I know a shortcut. Did they do anything with mid outside this game? I think they did, but I don't remember what. I know he was also in... There was like an old anime that was loosely based off of Final Fantasy V. It was in the 90s, maybe even 80s. Well, it wouldn't have been the 80s. It was in the 90s. Mid, there you are. Mid, you're alright. Thank you for fighting Mid. Thank goodness you're back. Huh? You came to save me? I don't know what I needed to be saved from, but it was nice of you anyway. Oh yeah, look at this. Hey, thanks, Kingdom God. I found the most amazing book. Check it out. I bet with this method we could repower the fire-powered ship. I've got to tell Grandpa Sid about it right away. Sid? Oh, you know of him. He's my grandfather. Oh. Grandpa's so awesome. When he's researching, he's unstoppable. He never gives up until he's found the solution. Maybe that's how he was in the past, but now... What are you talking about? I'm just saying, he sure is acting like he's given up now. What? You would never do that. Wait, Mid! I like the music here. Alright, let me heal. That was rough. But I did it. It wasn't as bad as it could have been, I feel. Like, we did get very lucky with low wind slashes. Alright, so I gotta make my way all the way back. Had rabbits since the young ago. Don't find them hard to keep. Wow, look at my HP on everyone. It's like all the same numbers, basically. All ending with 0. Yeah, I don't know. I guess maybe if you're used to them. I've had cats, like, my whole life. They seem really simple by comparison. I can't believe how much health everyone has, too. Like, we have so much health, it's basically as much as I had near the end of the game in my last run. Oh, cats are amazing. I love cats. I'm not really a dog person. Had a bit of a scare with dogs way back when I was young. Oh, no, he's probably at the pub. Ah, yes. The private room of the pub. You know you've had a bad time when... Sid. It isn't here. Come on, man. Pull yourself together. Leave me alone. Don't waste your time on a worthless old lump like me. Grandpa. Mid. Woo! I love that little dance. Hey, how's it going, little Faith? Ouch, Mid! Stop that! What are you doing? What am I doing? What are you doing, you silly old fool? You never give up. Never. Woo! Mid. You always told me not to be afraid of failing. That if you messed up, you just had to start over and try again. What happened to that? Mid. Mid. Just try again. Mid, you're absolutely right. Of course I am. It's not over. The Earth Crystal's still out there. Yeah, but where? That I don't know, but we've got to find it and protect it. And to do that, we'll need the fire-powered ship. I'm right, aren't I? Love how they managed to do so much of these small sprites. Yeah, I really miss this kind of like this 16 by 16 sprite style. Like Final Fantasy VI introduced like the too tall sprites, so it's different for sure. I miss this style. Yo, little Faith, subscribing for the 2nd month. Thank you so much for using your Twitch Prime on me. Really do appreciate that. Yes, we'll need to get the fire-powered ship moving again, but without the crystal. Way ahead of you, Grandpa. Just look at this. We can burn books for fuel. All those cursed books in that library. Oh, where'd you dig this up? Ah, I see, like that. Nice work, Mid. This could do it. Alright, let's get to work. Yeah! Wait, did I ever piano flex? I don't think I piano flex, guys. This is really important. I can't believe I missed that. Piano flex! I'm disappointed in you, chat. You didn't tell me. I don't blame you. I blame myself. Pianos are important organs, you guess? Yes, they are vital organs. Absolutely. Okay, I am definitely saving now. That was a scary fight, for sure. But I got through it, thank goodness. It's not the only scary fight, too. There's gonna be another one coming up. Move it, guys! You'll have to excuse Mid. He's all fired up. We'll take care of the ship, so you kids just sit tight. I was wondering about that emote. Galuf, what's wrong? Yes, you do look even stranger than usual. Galuf, are you alright? My head. It was like I could almost remember. Grandpa! Mid? Grandpa! Mid? No, Kryl! Ouch, Mid, stop that. What are you doing? What am I doing? What are you doing, you silly old fool? You never give up. Never. Ow, hey, knock it off. Silly old fool. Yeah, Galuf's great. Kryl. Or literally however you pronounce it. Galuf, what happened? Did you remember something? I'm not from this world. He's a space potato meteor man. I warped here through a meteorite from another world. Because the evil we'd sealed 30 years ago was beginning to reawaken. So I came to stop it. Evil is reawakening? That's right. Big, bad evil, too. The Dark Warlock X-Death. You know it's bad when he's got a name like X-Death. No doubt about it. The power of the four crystals is gathered here. Perfect. We'll use their power to seal X-Death here. Not just death. X-Death. To seal him. I came here once before, 30 years ago. So, if all four crystals are destroyed, then X-Death's seal will be broken as well. Right. Ugh, my head. Galuf! Still, can't remember clearly. Erg, we can't allow X-Death to be reborn. You know, I just realized, like, a lot of the characters in this game have very strange names. Galuf! Okay. I mean, like, as far as pronunciation goes. So, you know, there's the whole Butts/Barts thing. Galuf, like, I've heard so many different ways. Like, Galuf, there's like a few different pronunciations for it. But, Galuf, I think. I'm like, what? Kryl, that's just a whole crazy one. And a lot of it's due to, like, their Japanese names. But they were just very strange Japanese names, even. Like, Kryl is like Kuriru or something like that. Like, very odd because of how L's and R's are and how sometimes U's are like silent. Like, it's just a very strange one to transliterate. Like, yeah, this game is just riddled with names that are kind of strange. So I'm just going with Galuf. That's how I've always pronounced it. I'm going with Kryl. I don't think that's how I've always pronounced it, but that's just how I do now. And I'm always team Butts. Always team Butts. Slept like a top. Slept like a top. Sound like the old man. It's finished. We are so awesome. Presenting a boat that will sail without any wind. How did you do that? So we can use this ship to go find the Earth Crystal. Righto, we're counting on you. We'll return to the Library of the Ancients for now. We should be able to find some more clues there. If you need anything, then just stop by. Take care of yourselves. We're off! Woo! Another mode of transportation! Hype! Oh, that's exciting. We're gonna, spoilers, lose it very soon because it's a mode of transportation. Oh man. So I need to think. Where we need to go next is down on the bottom right, Crescent Island, but yeah, something will happen. So, yeah. We could go to the optional area in the southwest corner. Oh, there's also the other kind of optional area in the northwest corner. I don't know if these things will have anything for what I need. But that's fine. There's not really much I need anyway. Oh, there are some drops I can get that will be a big help for the Berserkers. Death Sickles. Which sounds really awesome, just for the record. I just don't remember what drops them. I think it's these, like, kind of Berserker-looking dudes. Can you answer that? Yeah, feel free. Feel free. Yeah, thankfully this is absolutely not my first playthrough, so I do not mind if it's like, hey, where's this thing? Where's that? Crescent Island. Okay, yeah, that's... I remember them being there, I just didn't remember if that was where they were. If there's another enemy that's like over here that does the same. I usually have to grind on Crescent Island anyway. How many times have I played this? It's so weird. This is actually one of my most played Final Fantasy games. I think I've played it... Well, I know I've beaten it at least 4 times. Maybe even 5. I seem to remember there was another 4 Job Fiesta I did. Maybe not. I don't know. I feel like it's been at least 4 times. Well, I know it's been at least 4 times. I feel like it's been 5. So yeah. It's actually not that long of a game if you don't try to level up a lot. It's these guys I was thinking. But I don't think they actually dropped the thing. There was some reason I needed them, and I don't remember what it is. I should probably check. Yeah, it's not like a terribly long game. I feel like it's a really good length, though. I feel like it's a very good, well-paced game. I always check the bestiary. Oh, yeah. Can I do that from here? That's right, because it carries over... Or no, it doesn't. If I went to the main menu, it would. I was thinking I could do it from my other save. Alright, well, we'll just check this out really quick. Where's Bio Soldier? There it is. Maybe it's the Warhammer I'm thinking of. Or the Battle Axe. Wait, I have a Battle Axe, don't I? Yeah, I do. So I guess it's just the Warhammer. Oh, well, I guess I don't need it then. Oh, it's Jet Coal. My pa's an adventurer. He's off adventuring right now. I don't think there's anything I need here. Oh, there's a piano, though. You kids and your foolhardy sense of adventure. Pfft! Wait patiently on the road with the skull switches and the truth will be revealed. Wait, really? You go all the way into the cave and then climb the wall. It takes you outside. The caves have been pretty run through by now, so most of the treasure chests you'll see have already been looted. You wouldn't think there's much point in checking them out, but try it. Might have something to do with the ancients' traps. Oh boy. Come on up and join us. Whoa! Dancing Flex! And you on the other side of the screen, let's dance. Me? I'll do the mid dance. Dancing Flex! Alright, time for some piano flex. I'm getting okay now. Oh yeah. Piano flex! Hey, there we go. Caves up north are full of traps left by the ancients. Watch your step. You just hit 100k channel points? Oh, man. This is why I can't have rewards. Ogre Killer. Oh, it's all ogre now. Yeah, Twitch messed with the recipe now, too. It's kind of a shame. I'm gonna buy one of these, just because that might actually help someday. I feel like this isn't actually going to be better. They're very inaccurate. Like, okay, I'd like to find something with channel points, but the thing is they changed it with, like, how you, how much you earn when you are, a subscriber. It used to be double, but now they changed it to, like, 20%, so it just really messes with things. It's like, if I'm gonna put my faith in a system that they're just gonna change whenever they feel like it, it's just kinda like, So, I don't know. I'll try to find some funny stuff, but... we just need to find, like, a big giant sink for it until we can get things under control. But that is a lot of channel points, like, holy smokes. That's a lot of time watched, too. Oh, I don't need any magic. Ever. I don't need magic for anything now. I guess I don't really need anything over here, do I? I got a little bit better duds. Have so much money in a Job Fiesta. Yeah! Well, I had to grind, and one of the better things to grind was those wolves. They give, like, a ton of money. I could go through the cave, but I feel like I'd rather get my job first. I have 150k channel points. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. I would like to find something to do with them. I don't know what. But I would like to find something. Something silly, you know? Because that is an accomplishment. That is still a lot of time watched. Like, holy smokes. Wow, these things don't die. Make you whistle whatever tune they want. Yeah, I was actually thinking that would be a good thing for channel points. For dab? I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Dab and whistle. Sounds absolutely unholy. Dab for 1 million channel points. Spend points to not dab. That's how I get rid of everyone's channel points. That's exactly it. Oh yeah, history. It's got some good music. But does it have good items? No, not really. I have so much money. Well, one thing I'd like to do is have like a little soundboard, which I think will be fun. I took a spin around the flower bed and found something good. So like maybe have it when channel points are spent, like you can make me press a button on the soundboard to like play a sound. That could be fun. The last quake completely blocked the road to the falls. I can't believe there's still frogs sleeping when it's this warm out. Strange, I tells ya. It's over here. Looks like there should be something here, huh? Spend my points trying to bring back that dead horse from Breath of the Wild. That thing has been consumed, devoured, and it is now part of the earth once again. Poor horse. I miss Breath of the Wild. I really want to play it again. Rings. Oh, I could use these rings. Oh, I got a ribbon. Oh, baby. Well, here goes all my money. Actually, that flame ring could be really good. I'm trying to remember what's coming up that this would be useful for, but I know having flame rings is good for something. Same with coral ring, but less of an issue. I'll probably pick some of those up. 2 of them, I guess. That's as much money as I have. Oh, this looks like a path. I should be able to go back there. What the heck? Ah, don't startle me like that. I was just pretending to be a Beastmaster, jeez. How did she walk through that thing? Kids these days. Better stay away from that sheep in the left corner of the pen or it'll kick you. It's got a really bad attitude. Oh my gosh, she didn't. Bah, bah. Poke, poke, poke. What are you doing? Ow. Oh, are you the travelers trying to protect the crystal? Yep. In that case, let this song aid you on your noble quest. Romeo's ballad is a song of love. It is soothing enough to move the hearts of any who hear it, even monsters. Nice. I need that for the bard, I think. There's treasure hidden behind the waterfall. At least that's what my dear old great-great-grandmother told me. Well, I don't have a way to get there yet. Alright, so what else do I need to do over here? I guess, honestly, the only place to go is Crescent Island right now. Well, I could go back to Jackal and go to the caves, but I don't really think I need to do that until, I don't think I want to do that until I have Bard. Because you can get some decent ABP there. So that's good. But I think I'm gonna call it for today. We've done a lot of streaming. We've done over 3 hours once again. Very successful stream, I would say. We got a lot done. Not as much progress as the other day because we had to grind like crazy, but we did get that grind done. We did beat that challenging boss. That was a lot of fun. We already hit the goal of $500 raised for charity, for Color of Change. Again, a wonderful organization. Orpheolus just posted the command with a link to it in the chat. You can check it out, see what your money's going towards. I'm blown away with the amount of support. So for the next stream, I will increase the goal. I think I'll set it probably at like 1,000, but we'll keep track of the goals we've hit. You know, that's the thing. I wanted a goal that I thought, yeah, we could get there if we tried. We just blew it away. And I feel great having accomplished that. Like, that was honestly what I wanted to do, but I don't think we need to stop there. I think we can keep going. I'll think of some other things for, like, incentives or for, you know, kind of like targets to hit. Because we're gonna, in the late game, we're gonna go get all the legendary items, so that'll extend it. I don't really know what else we can do. I know that there's the 2 super bosses. I guess I'll put that maybe at like the 1,000 mark. That could be interesting. Because that would be tough. I don't know if I can beat them though with this party realistically, but we can at least try. I think that'll be worthwhile. Alright, well anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you on the next stream. Oh yeah, see you next time, everyone.